and welcome to Saturday Morning Movie Club. Once again, we are back with Adam White, myself, Kara White, and we are here to talk about the things we love, which are movies. No guest this week.
Not this week. Times are busy at the moment.
This season's been a little weird, and I don't know when we should kick into season 3. Does it matter? I don't know. I always feel like the top of the season is a Mike Wendt episode, so once we get Mike Wendt back, maybe that kicks off season 3.
Signifier.
Because we usually let him get away with not doing categories.
Yeah.
It's just like, whatever Mike Wendt wants to talk about.
He saw everything.
It's his fault.
So it doesn't matter.
It's his fault the show exists.
Yeah.
So I guess he gets.
I shouldn't even be on this. It's just him and you should do this.
He's too busy. He's got he's got other podcasts he does every week.
That is true.
His own movie report.
And a job.
Yeah. If you don't follow Mike Wendt from the Film Commission, you should.
Follow that.
You should. Then you know what's happening every week, what movies you should go see, which I never go to any of them because we don't stick to a schedule. The aforementioned very busy.
Yeah, I was just talking to him an hour ago, and he's on his way to go watch
One Battle After Another again.
At the OmniMax Theater, which I did not know that it was playing that, and also that they are going to have Contact playing there, which
might be kind of cool.
Might have to dip in on that. Flat films shown on an OmniMax screen, sometimes successful, sometimes
but it only shows odd. On part. It just curves it as the.
Correct. Yeah, it just curves the.
Right. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen a regular film on an OmniMax dome.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we'll bring him in and he can have a review how it went.
Yeah. So yeah, we missed Midnight Rental last night. That was going to be one of our outings to go to the theater.
You just couldn't make it happen.
Theater.
Last night.
It's at the Grog Shop. But it's an experience. It's lovely. If you have a chance, I highly recommend it. It's become part of our permanent set piece as we have a Midnight Rental poster up there. Super fun. We just were smoked yesterday.
Yeah.
It was
Too much.
It was a long day of getting.
When you're working on 4
done.
movies at the same time, something's got to give.
Speaking of.
Yes.
What are you working on? We usually ask this of our guests, but
I'll just have it tattooed on my forehead because it's the same answer I've been giving for 3 years. I am working on Voyager.
But what's today?
Today, which we're shooting this, the magic of filmmaking, that it's not on Saturday, but we are on August 20th right now, which is the 49th anniversary of the launch of Voyager 2. And we're pushing hard for the release of our film, Voyager, to be on PBS in 1 year from today. For the 50th anniversary of the launch of the first of 2 Voyagers. So hope levels are high.
We have instituted in our basement, in our office basement. Our basement, it's not an basement, it's a lower level.
Our Zero Dark 30 protocol.
We are referencing Zero Dark 30. For the rest of this year, we have a board up with a number on it that says 365.
One of us every day will dress up like Jessica Chastain and erase it and take one number off.
Adam's like, but who are we harassing? I'm like, ourselves.
Yeah, I think it's a self-harassment. It's to get it together and get this movie done.
It's not like we haven't had it together.
No,
it's not like we're over here like schlepping around.
We brought that up like, I haven't been trying up till this point.
I know, you're like, I'm already stressed out. Like,
yeah, I need a countdown of potential disaster. As space will tell you, nothing happens without a countdown.
Yeah. We're working our butts off on this. It's just, it's...
It will be rewarded if any of you have a big, giant bag of money.
We are looking for funds. Corporate funds. Because it's a PBS production. That's the problem.
Yeah. I don't know if anything's particularly easy in these days at the moment, whether it's corporate or if it's for profit.
Sure.
The landscape is challenging, whether it be from Hollywood or from the other coast.
But not for Ghost Toilet.
Not for Ghost Toilet. That will be like a money printer for everybody that's going to invest in
I keep thinking, like, who wants a big bag of money? Like,
doesn't matter if you like horror or not.
You like comedy? You like horror? You like movies about women? Do you like funny movies about women?
Horror has the highest profit percentage out of any genre.
Yeah.
So, come one, come all.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I was literally in the yard singing the Laverne and Shirley theme. Thinking about us getting our things done.
Look that show up, kids.
We're going to make it after all.
It's a sitcom of two women working in a brewery in Milwaukee. Pitch over.
Lord knows why that popped into my head as a...
Well, now it's in mine.
I think it was because I was like, we're going to make it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh boy, here comes the Laverne and Shirley theme
We're not singing that.
in here.
No.
Oh God, no. We'll spare everyone.
The two of us sing it? Jesus.
There's a punk rock version cover of that.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I shall play it for you after the show.
All right.
Yeah. If we remember.
Maybe that'll play us out illegally.
No, we can't. Well, I mean, it's YouTube. I don't know what the parameters are on it anymore. Are there parameters? I don't know.
It's the Wild
I need
West.
a producer for the show, like a real producer.
And a legal department.
I mean, I'm producing this, but it's me just...
She's producing. I'm the legal department.
Throwing
Fine
it
arts
together.
majors.
Sorry. I can barely see the monitor. Speaking of producing...
I think your eyes got worse putting the glasses on.
That's not true. I put them on. It's clear. I just... There feels like shadow somewhere here.
Do you want me to get a big monitor out?
No. No.
Okay.
I'll just lean. I feel like maybe if I lean back, it's better.
Okay.
Don't lean too far forward. I need somebody in my IFB yelling at me, being like, no.
Look, stop speaking Cantonese. What's that from? Sloan, do not go rogue.
We meant...
Put it in the comments.
No, it's all right. If you follow our social, they'll know. Because we...
Still what?
If they follow our social, our Instagram, they'll know.
Yeah.
Because we tell everybody what it is.
True.
We referenced it 2 shows ago. Anyway, speaking of, is there anything else you want to talk about that we're working on? I mean,
Sheesh.
we've got things.
Yeah.
There's things. We've got a couple docs that we're
I'm doing
working on.
Voyager, doing another one about a documentary about the NASA Glenn Research Center called Titans of Space, and you are working on...
Oh, Ghost Toilet.
And Ghost Toilet.
And we're doing another one that we are not announcing yet, but we are in development. So it is a busy time over here, and you know. Not a lot of money yet.
No,
so,
no job is too big, no fee is too big.
Occasionally paid. Busy all the time, occasionally paid. Anyways.
Yes.
Speaking of Ghost Toilet being a giant money printer, we watched one that is a giant money printer.
And a lot of you did too.
And a lot of you have seen it as well. And this is going to be one of my comparables for Ghost Toilet, because it is actually has a similar kind of... Not...
There's some
straight on.
percentages that change. But
Every once in a while, and I'm like, there's a little Ghost Toilet here.
a little bit.
Obsession.
The movie Obsession, which turned into a thing this year.
It's the last I checked, because I am looking for my investment package information. The comparable of Obsession and how much it made. The last I checked, $434 million
On an
worldwide.
under $1 million budget.
Made for $750,000.
Yeah.
Did I say that right? 700? Yes.
With, under $1 million with almost complete unknowns in the cast.
And-
Andy Richter is the biggest name. And
I didn't even recognize him until the credits came
He's in
up.
it
I'm
for
like,
2
oh.
minutes, and he's in a wide shot.
And it's dumb, because it's like the dad. It's
Yeah.
not a nonsense role.
It's a
I'm not
waste.
saying it's dumb that they used him. I think it's just dumb that it's...
Yeah.
Like, why'd you even bother?
Yeah, I don't know. Did anything cut out? Yeah, it was a
didn't even notice.
bizarre misuse of celebrity firepower.
Cameo. Yeah, it was a weird cameo. Like, it doesn't have any... Like, whatever. You guys made a bucket of money. Who am I to judge? Who am I to judge your cameo pick?
At this moment in time, you're geniuses.
You're geniuses. It's a super simple story. It's done in a...
Simple, but not terribly original.
Oh, no, I didn't say that. I never
Yeah.
said that. It's a simple story done in a competent way.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, basically it's just the monkeys. I mean, I think we talked about this. I can't remember who our friend was who watched the movie and we talked about it briefly, but they said like it's kind of monkey's paw. And then like watching it, you're like, yeah, it is monkey's paw. Kind of.
Well, I read a thing that the director legitimately took it from The Simpsons' Treehouse of Horror.
Well, the Treehouse of Horror
Took
copies it from everything else we've watched in pop
Yeah.
culture. That's what the Simpsons do. They're not over there making up their own
Yeah,
stuff for
this
that
is
treehouse.
beyond derivative.
Right.
Having said that, as you said, it was...
Oh, I remember that Treehouse of Horror too.
right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the thing goes...
Well, yeah, but like there was a love potion one, right?
yeah,
I thought there was with Millhouse.
I don't remember. It was
Millpool.
like 25 Millpool. And the other 25-year-old
That's different,
references.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was made competently. I hated anybody that was associated with it for the first 10 minutes of the movie because
I kind of was with you on that.
yeah, because it was a whole bunch, and I mean, it could be I'm old manning it. Like it was a whole bunch of young people that were making annoying. It's not even choices, but just all of the bits to set up the characters within this bar scene. Were a whole bunch of
None of it's original.
Tropes
None
that
of
we
it.
have seen in 7,000 television and TV shows.
Not
TV
one
shows and movies.
moment of this movie was original.
No, absolutely
any of
not. And just throwing my hands up in the air like, what are we doing? And it would have been passable, except the lead hero
He's not a hero.
is a marshmallow fuck of a human. He's just.
And you hate that. You hate marshmallow.
I hate
people who are marshmallows. You
people
do hate
who
that.
have no ability to take agency on their own and
or to take care, stand up for themselves.
take
stand
care
up
of
for-
business in any
any
way.
way.
And in another thing I read, they very willfully did that, and even in the last.
Well, that's his character.
The
That's
last bit, which I don't know if
It
we should
doesn't
spoil
matter.
or whatever.
If you don't want to know and you haven't seen it,
Go
yet.
10 minutes ahead.
Yeah.
In the last bit, when he eats all the pills, they then changed on set to make him try to throw it all up to keep him being a coward and selfish.
No,
on purpose.
I think that was one of the most brilliant parts of that movie because that's his character. He is a giant coward.
That is his character, and I respect that they kept
Had
it.
him do it.
Kept it. Landed the plane all the way to the
He was
ground.
like, "Oh no, shit! I don't want to do this either."
But it's also I have no ability to like anybody.
Oh
in
no!
This.
Well, the whole movie, I didn't care about any of it.
No.
Like I didn't care about a single soul in this movie.
No.
Not even the poor woman who was tortured, like the gal who gets the spell put on her,
Yeah.
who's being very clearly tortured somewhere else
By
because
a
a monster has taken over her form.
demon or whatever it might
Whatever it is. Where you're like, I don't even care about you. I don't even care.
be. Don't care about any of you.
Again, this is very, like you said, very tropey. And it does take me back
Yeah.
to being young and dealing with your friends in dumb relationships
Oh,
that
they're
just want to sit at the
so-
bar and go roundy round about their dumb relationship, which is very clearly a bad one. Because, like, one of the bits is he's like, she's holding you hostage.
Like,
And,
we
like-
saw this in Pretty in Pink.
And like all the things they would say, which in my head I'm like, this writer, and I don't know if this is true, but to me it was like I took everything that people would say, like she's a monster, she's holding you hostage, the things you say to your friends about their relationship, and just made it literal. She turned into a real monster and was like quite legit holding him hostage in that apartment.
I would like to see the writer's journal.
Because so much of it, like, it just reminds me of, like, my friends' relationships, and you're like, oh, boy, does this feel too familiar? So I think that's, like, the beginning of it.
There's a tiny bit of, like, in a positive way,
It's a
you're
little
reminded of being youthful. Like,
Right.
yeah, there's some fun. Oh, right, all this sucks. All this grossly sucks.
Every moment of this
because
sucks.
everybody's so stupid.
Yeah. The one thing I did like that they did with it tying it together is that in the beginning, which also doesn't make any sense. So in the beginning of the movie, he comes in and finds his cat dead.
Yeah.
Because it's got eaten pills and it's poisoned itself. But, like, it's got, like, open food bags and open cans of food that were, like, not completely open. And you're like, they're all on the floor with an empty bottle of pills. I'm like, how did this cat...
It was a very strangely staged scene.
Yeah, I do not understand what the hell was going on. And then, like, he picks the pills up and he's like, oh no, and puts them back into a medicine cabinet. So I'm
It's
like,
all
how
full
would
of
they-
pills for some reason.
well, because he said it's his grandma's apartment. He inherited it. So I think those are her pills. And he's that much
I
of
would
a...
say you'd throw the pills out pretty quick, but
Well, that character wouldn't, because he doesn't do anything.
no, that's true.
Because that part tracked for me.
But then
The
how
other
did the
stuff
cat
was,
get into the medicine cabinet?
Like, how did it get into a prescription bottle from the medicine cabinet to the kitchen floor?
Yeah.
Like, it didn't make a lick of sense. And that was, like, the most upsetting part of that movie, was there was a dead cat in it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, as the previous episodes had shown you, I do not do well when animals are hurt or
Nope.
dead. Not one bit.
No, there's a Brad Pitt movie coming out with him and a dog out in the wilderness. Like, I need a trailer to spoil it for me. I need to know the dogs are going to be fine before I go and see this movie.
I don't know. I mean, I know where I very much love animals, so like it bothers me. But like I also grew up like as a kid when you read where the red fern grows. If anybody's familiar with that, like burying your dogs, and that's where the
plural
red ferns grow where the dogs were buried, or Old Yeller. Like it's like why do I have to what?
Somebody feels that all of us need to be taught how to accept death, and I say nay.
Well, not in that way. I don't want to read about the dogs dying. That's upsetting. So, like, seeing it happen on screen is worse. So that was, I think, the worst part of that movie for me was that cat dying in the beginning. But my point was bringing that up is that in the beginning, he comes in and the cat's, like, foaming. Yeah. And he's like, no, 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 no. And that's how the movie ends, is he's foaming. Right. And she's going, no, 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 no. So I was like, well done. Well played, everybody. So that was a good moment. Like, I think there
are good things in it.
Good, solid stuff in it. It's just, it's not an original piece, which, whatever, it's fine. I was fine watching it. And it's a perfectly fine example of making an independent film in a competent way and with an interesting enough story, even if it's not
the most original thing in the world.
But, like, I was in the whole time. Yeah. Like, I never was like, oh, God. Like you said at the beginning, it wasn't as bad for me, but I did feel that way where I'm like, oh no, are these our characters?
Like, I cannot go home. This better change course real fast.
Yikes. Yeah, I don't want to be hanging with any of these people. There was something else about that.
About the opening?
No, about the movie. Oh, I remember. So like how I was saying, like it's got a little ghost toilet E-ish. The thing I really liked about it was the shop they go into. And they're like, oh yeah, when he's like, where's the One Wish Willow? And he's like, what are you talking about? And he goes, used to have them. And he goes, oh right, they're right here. Because he just fucking with
everybody in that shop is a big, giant dick.
The shop scenes were awesome.
The shop scenes were great.
The bits of him calling the guy on the package, that was really good.
That was like next level. Yeah, like, okay, we're not just doing Monkey's Paw, but there's a bigger world. Do not make a sequel.
No. Well, they totally could just do a bunch of One Wish Willow movies.
No.
I mean, unless they could be, if you make them clever, fine.
but don't use a whole bunch of tropes again. You got
to do something more original.
You snuck one past the goalie.
You got to be more original next time. But, like, that's kind of my ghost toilet world, is that, like, weird things, like, the supernatural exists. It's, like, how Supernatural is, and, like, how Buffy is, like, but not everyone understands it or knows it.
Yeah,
but,
like
it is an element.
A lot of people within the world of Obsession that are like, yeah, there's magic.
Yeah, that'll work. Those work.
And there was the appreciative part is like you didn't have to mostly go through the trope of trying to shake somebody to make them believe what's going on. Just be like, yeah, oh yeah, those things work.
That's what I liked about it. It wasn't like the only part I got to that was when he was trying to convince his friend, and he's like, "I wish for $1 billion," and you're like, how long is this scene gonna last of him being like, but it's real, because it's happening?
Because it's the same cliche that we've seen 100 times.
Oh, I know, and it's annoying. It's like, so annoying. Just get on board.
That's
a hard one though, because like when you're writing that, or like you're like, you can't have somebody get on board too quickly, because then that just doesn't make any sense. I know. But like, I just don't want to go through it. Just don't want to go through the scene. It's
not the 1950s. We've been through this. Get on with it. You
get on with it.
I see what you're doing. Get past it really fast.
Yeah. I did. The favorite part was the One Wish Willow bits, and then he's like, "Did you read the instructions?"
There's like warnings all over that box. There's warnings
all over that box. Why would you use it?
That was pretty good.
So there's pretty good stuff like that, and it did scare me a little because, like, going to bed, I was like, oh, look at the dark corners in this house. And I'm like, oh, crap. The movie got me.
Yeah,
but, like,
your freaked out girlfriend just sitting in the corner watching you sleep.
Which is good. But also not an original thing. Like,
also very not.
Paranormal Activity, like, it's been done before.
Mike Flanagan's done series after series
of all Mike Flanagan does on the Netflix shows. But, like, which they're great. It's just, effective. It's effective. Or, like, the creepy movements. Like, done a million times, but there's like some parts where you're like, oh god, that was good. That was pretty creepy. But I did laugh out loud a lot. Like, and not in a, like, I'm having fun way, but just like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
Most of the time, whatever she was saying, I would just lose my shit. Because again, everything they're putting in there in that script, like, people do that. People say that stuff. And I think that's why I laugh, because it's such a ridiculous relationship thing where you're just like, oh my God.
Yeah, it kind of feels like somebody who wrote it, like they're in their 30s now and they went through a bunch of that. And
it's totally someone
you
working
can't be
on
in
a
your 50s because people in their 50s would be like, yeah, that happens then. Move on.
Yeah.
And then all the people in their 20s are watching it and they're like, this is original. I'm like, wait.
It is kind of fun how it play, like, how I was saying, like, oh, like, your girlfriend's a monster. And then they're like, how all those things you say to each other, your friends about your relationship, can be
changes on the tone.
On the tone. Yeah. Like, you're like, oh shit, she is a monster.
Literally a monster.
Monster. And it gets crazy and gross at the end where you're like, it's fun, I like it. And she like duct tapes the door shut. That was good. I mean, they're like, I enjoyed it. There's a lot of good stuff in it.
And from the independent world, it's like, it was a great visual that cost them like $4.
Exactly. And a reaction cell. Because he just like, he turns to leave and
he
it's
turns
all
and
on him.
He's staring like the
and
whole
you're
time
like, what are we going to see? What are we going to turn
what's
around
wrong? Oh shit, she did that. Okay.
It's a lot of duct tape.
Okay. Jeez.
And also more than $4 because duct tape is expensive. Yeah. And that was way more than one roll of duct tape.
Yeah, that's true.
That was a lot. Although you're gonna not.
All right, you did a major set piece for under $100.
I enjoyed it. You were reading that the director wanted to do long takes.
Yeah. The director. The director. He's like, I want to just have extremely long takes. Well, sir, how about coverage? No coverage. We are not shooting close-ups or anything. And then gets into the edit suite and is like, this is really impossible to pace in an edit like this.
To change the pacing. Yeah.
Yeah. Genius.
That's what the coverage is for.
I can only imagine the first AD and the DP going, sir.
We need to do that. We need to do that.
Sir. Maybe okay.
And this is the value of also being an editor and a director. Shoot and edit your own stuff before you make anything of consequence. Anything. That's my filmmaker tip. Because then you're going to understand. You're going to be like, oh boy, does this not cut? If I shoot it this way, you can't cut it.
I appreciate you, sir, and your opinions and how you think you want to try this.
That's fine.
There's a reason a Hitchcock once every several generations, so let me save you. And let's shoot a close-up.
And, you don't have to use it, and I understand their schedules. However,
shoot it and don't use it. I know it makes it, particularly on a small budget film like that. Like,
it's hard. It's a challenge.
It'll make it a little more budget and schedule friendly. But
however, it's going to save your bacon.
You can't ruin your movie.
You can't ruin it. You're gonna get screwed.
Yeah. Shoot the clock. Shoot anything. Shoot the dead cat again.
Yeah. Have cutaways so that you can make it. If you're like, oh, this feels really long now. Like you can't. There's nothing to cut around. You can't make it go faster. I mean, I guess you could if you were really creative. You could do like a series of jump cuts. If it made sense and you did it consistently.
Not just to cover your ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Welcome to our film school.
We're not making this up. Listen to us.
We have a movie club show because we watch a ton of movies and analyze the hell out of them. And we went to film school. And we made films. We make films. Look at me going through my resume of why you should listen to us.
Don't listen to me.
I know.
I'll make more money then.
Both of us. Don't listen to us. All right. So I'm gonna also go to our. Do you want to say anything else about that movie?
No, I don't think so. I think that's about it. But wonderful to see something. Usually annually something. Whether it's Barbenheimer or this or that. And this has been so far the year of, in spite of what we're about to talk about, this has been the year of the surprise low budget smash hit.
That is true.
Which is great to see in the Paramount deal landscape. that somebody can still come out with something that makes people go to the theater.
Yeah. So, and like there's a resurgence of going to the theater.
Yeah.
Like that's all I see in my feed is that it's like Gen Z.
Young people now.
And I don't know what generation.
Whatever that is.
Gen X? Not Gen. We're Gen X. What way am I going? Oh my God.
Alpha.
No, and we're not there yet.
No, we're right there.
No, but I mean for
Oh.
that age.
Gotcha.
Anyways, that all about how they're choosing to go to the theater.
Yeah, millennials didn't, but
they're tired of the
Z-
small screen. They want to go see a big screen.
Yeah, because you can.
And it's an experience.
It turns into much more of an experience then. Agreed.
Yeah. So speaking of going to the theater, which I
Way in the other direction.
Yeah, and I would kinda.
Sort of.
We'll get to that. As much as I would love to go see theater more,
Yeah.
me as the aforementioned schedule, and like this one was like pulling teeth to try and get us
This
to
was
go.
a jam job trying to be able to go and see this.
Jam job.
It's a baseball term. I mean, not only, but
I didn't know that. I thought that was an atomism. Where like, what weird thing are we making up today?
I start texting Jessica and my friend Brian. It's like jam job, right?
Well, I've learned that I will be watching. It's a jam job, right? They're going to be like, what? As I've learned,
Yeah.
is that I do watch things and go, oh shit, that's where this is coming. This is where he gets that from. So I should know better that you're not just making things up.
Tom Hamilton is going to say it. I swear.
I feel like I need a shirt that says jam job now.
Would you want to buy a drink?
Merchandise.
I'm married. Walk back off.
Exactly.
It's baseball.
It's baseball. That's what the shirt will say. It's
Yeah.
baseball. It's also included on there. Maybe I don't want that. Okay. Right, movies.
Next
We went
film.
movies. So we managed to squeeze this one in by going 10 a.m. on a Tuesday to the theater. Instead of doing work, we were like, we're going to the movies.
Because there was few and far between theaters that would show it in the way that we wanted to see it. And of course, we're talking about The Odyssey.
The Odyssey in 70 millimeter, which all of our friends are like, you gotta go see it. And I'm like, I know.
Of course we do.
I know, we're trying desperately. And I was like, I'm trying to not be mean about it.
Stop
But I'm trying.
haranguing me about it.
I'm very much trying. Because we were like, if the man shot it in 70 millimeter, we must watch it in 70 millimeter. And then some of the scenes,
Very much delivered on
Where
the
you're like,
70 millimeter. Like,
yeah, right. And then the rest, you're like,
could have been shot
anything.
on
It's fine.
quite a lot of other
Well.
formats,
Right.
but yeah, I mean, everything does not serve
Yeah.
a format choice like that.
Yeah.
Nor, a close up of this and a close up of that. Of course, it's not going to. But
Right.
then the scenes that are going, you're like, all right, I might stand up and slow clap at that.
Right. And like there's great stuff in it. I mean, of course, it's a story that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, there's a
We're going to
reason.
speak freely because it's 3,000 years old, and you should have known it by
You all
now.
should know it, and you probably read it in school. So
He makes it back.
there's no spoilers. You should just know this. Which was kind of fun to watch it again, or like watch it. I don't think I've ever seen a version. No. But like watch the story and go, oh right. Like as things would pop up, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh right, he does get tied to the
He
mast.
gets
as
tied
they
to the
go
mast,
by the
like all the
sirens.
little bits.
So I was like, I have read this.
When-
Like
when
I
they-
do know this.
When they start setting the axes up for the trial, that
Yeah.
Penelope, it's like, right.
Right.
Like, even at the beginning when they telegraph it, like I forgot about that.
Right.
And then when it starts, when she sets up the trial, it's like, it's 3 years of Latin. 3 years of Latin, and I couldn't remember that.
I had to have. I don't know if we read it in high school or like cliff noted it, but
Yeah.
like I've definitely gone through this story. So yeah. And the first comment out of my mouth when we were done, I'm like, I forgot what a horror show the Odyssey is.
History. It's
Horror
not that
show.
great.
Like I was like, it's kind of scary and gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you had pointed out. You write it in a poem,
Yeah.
and you can sort of not have to. You can imagine as much or as little when this giant cyclops is biting guys' heads off.
Right. And I think too, like when the guys are turning into pigs, you're like, when you read it, you're like, oh, like it's like an illustrated child's book.
It's
where
like
they're
a bippity
"And now
boppity
they're
boop."
pigs. And you're like, oh boy, did they, that scene for a horror movie.
Which, of course, it was practical. 'Cause
awesome. Well done. And they very much did the same as Werewolf in London, because they have the shot of
pulling the snout.
They pulled that trick right from the Werewolf of London.
Yep.
Which was cool. And they have, if you go to the Academy Museum, I don't know if it's still up, but it felt like it was part of the permanent display. They have that werewolf, like a whole bit about that whole.
I feel that should still
practical. Be there. Yeah. Anyways, if you ever go to LA or in the LA area, I highly recommend the Academy Museum.
Absolutely.
We will be going again this year.
You will be
on our next trip.
You'll be reminded why films inspire you by going to something like that.
Yeah. I'm just gonna make a quick note because I want to come back to things. Yeah, the piggy thing was pretty gross.
Piggy,
she's shoving her fist down their throat and twisting their heads and turning them into
sculpting clay, but with your shoulder. Like, get in there and mean it.
It was really good. It was really gross and really good. I mean, it was heavily sound. I think that scene, the practical plays very well because of the sound effects. Because they're not they didn't go too far showing stuff.
It's pretty tight, but
a lot of getting on her too, and hearing it be like the grossest sounds ever. So you're like, and that's what I love about a good horror movie is your brain gets to put the pieces together. I don't need to see everything. In fact, I don't want to see everything. I want to hear things happening and be like, what is going on off camera?
That's a sound I have never heard in my life.
Because your brain's going, I think I know what's going on. I think. And then I'm just like, that's gross. That's gross. It's so gross. That's why I was like, and then sometimes when they show it, it's more disappointing than what you came up with. Yeah. So this was not, but a lot of horror stuff in this.
Well, yeah, we enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I don't want to speak for you, but
no, I liked it a lot.
And as we were talking about, we are never apologists or free passes for anybody. I know there's a lot of fanboy nation out there is like Chris Nolan. If he's
making something, I have to go see it.
I got to go see it, and it'll be brilliant. It's like, slow down.
I mean, everything I've seen of his I do like Memento. I remember seeing Memento in college and being like, again, it's one of those films can be like this, structurally, you can do this, and that.
There's a lot of the things that he does that are indicative of a Chris Nolan film that are very inspiring. It's like, I've had that notion in my brain, but I've never tried it. But
I am not going to sit here and blow Chris Nolan because I just don't do that. But
no. Every filmmaker has to prove himself.
He is good. He does a nice job.
And I'm glad. Not everybody. It'd be great if there were more opportunities. I mean, not everybody gets to make a $200 million movie, but it'd be great to. There are 3 moments that I kind of teared up in the Odyssey, and none of them were big epic shots. Right. None of them were 70 millimeter.
It was the acting.
Grandiose moments. It was the acting and allowing
and the story, which
it was
is the Odyssey,
setting some things up for story. And even early on, when Matt Damon and Anne Hathaway, when Odysseus and Penelope are alone together, and he's telling her, he's going to go on this thing. He's going to go on the war with Agamemnon.
I basically said the words.
Yeah. Why? In the comments.
Did you say the words?
Mostly.
Basically said them.
But first 6 minutes of the movie, and the scene is so good by so competent is not enough word, but
it's just two actors on a bed.
Good actors doing and allowing. This is the important part. Having enough time. So you can work with them. They can work with you. They can suggest. I'd love to hear, how much had to be reblocked and people's ideas to the table to be able to craft a scene that grabs you. And I've seen a gazillion films, and few ever grab me. But that scene early on in the movie grabbed me.
Yeah. No, that was a great one.
The next one was the dog.
All right. The aforementioned animal cruelty or dying in films. The second Batman kicks the dog, or no, it wasn't the other guy kicked the dog, and
one of the
Batman's
suitors.
I was just like, somebody stop this man. Like, where is the hero in this room that goes, how dare you kick that dog? Besides John Leguizamo, who
John
has
Leguizamo
no power.
is fucking awesome in that movie.
He's great in that movie.
But for those who don't know, the setup is it's Odysseus's, Matt Damon's dog that he had when he as a hunting dog, and then he left for 20 years, and the dog's still alive, waiting for him to return. So this dying old sort of mangy dog is like schluffing around the castle.
That dog would have been like 25 years old.
Yeah.
Or somewhere between.
23, something like that.
Yeah. Which I'm like, that's an old dog.
And they, the evil in this movie, aside from the trials, are all of the suitors there to take Anne Hathaway. And these suitors are terrible people, and they kick the dog and say, and Robert Pattinson, who is the lead evil guy, says, throw that dog outside on the dung pile. So for what you would guess, several days, this dying dog is laying on a pile.
A lot of days.
A pile of poop.
And
outside.
No one, not one human in that whole castle, not a servant, not a suitor, not the son.
Yeah.
No one moved that dog. And I was like, how dare they? And that's because they do that scene in the beginning of the movie. And they cut away and they never come back. And the whole movie, I'm like, is the dog okay? And I was so distracted the whole time.
Because this is part of the original, that Odysseus is to come back, but undercover. Mm-hmm. So he can come in back home, sneak in the corner and assess and see how the lay of the land was. So he's trying to sneak back into his own home, and he walks past this dog, and the dog, dying on the pile, slowly starts wagging its tail. And I don't think I could keep it together during that.
Oh, it was pretty rough.
Yeah, because the dog sniffed his hand, and it licked it, and it wagged, and then it died. Because that's all it was waiting for, was for
Odysseus to say goodbye to his man.
For Odysseus to come home.
And then everybody's in big fucking trouble.
Everybody is in bad trouble because Jason Bourne's really mad.
I know. I did when we were talking about it later. I was like, "Oh crap! It's just Jason Bourne, and they're tearing through the like."
Because Matt Damon's in his 50s, but he's
Greece.
still built like a brick shithouse, and
because the final battle scene where he comes and he's like killing all the suitors.
Yeah, all of you die.
And I was like, "Oh boy!" I was like,
"Lock the doors."
Because Adam's like, he became Batman. And I'm like, no, Batman's in the corner cowering. Jason Bourne is kicking butt. And Spider-Man's upstairs sucking
Spider-Man's
it.
Upstairs.
Because he can't figure out how to fight, even though they set it up in the beginning of the movie to teach him how to fight.
Actors, I'm glad you're all getting paid. We'll just say that.
Here's my other note that we've talked about, is that in a film, all the scenes there's always a setup and a knockdown. So, like, if you're going to have a scene... And forgive me, I cannot remember Odysseus' son's name, but he's played by Tom Holland. Or I will just refer to as
Peter
Spider-Man.
Parker.
How you doing, Peter Parker?
Hi.
That there is a scene with John Leguizamo teaching him, like, he's got the guy teaching him how to fight, and John Leguizamo's coaching him, and, like, he's like, you're trying to make your defense perfect.
On how to sword fight.
And if your defense is perfect, you're not going to win. So he's like, what you got to do is you got to make, allow an opening so that way you can counterattack.
You can draw them in.
So, like, there's this whole bit, and they teach him to do that, and he does it, and it works. So I'm like, okay,
that's the setup.
This character has not been in a fight yet, and it's the end of the movie, and his dad's downstairs trying to hold it together with the fight, and he's upstairs, and the guy's, like, throwing weapons down. And instead of him... Like, he's just over there like, oh, like, there's no, like, he's trying to get this guy, but, like, it's just, to me, it's a very sloppy scene. And, like, that's the moment where you have the follow through, because they made a big deal. I didn't mean to do that to you.
That's okay.
I'm sorry. They made a big deal about that. And then a big deal about, the guy who was teaching him to fight was his mentor, who's named Mentor. And in that moment in the movie where he's like...
Latin.
Because he's like, he hasn't... Like, what did he say? He's like, well, his name was Mentor. And I went, oh, that's where that comes from.
Ah.
Because he taught him how to fight.
The romantic languages.
The term Mentor comes from. So, like, they made a big deal about him being like, oh, like, that guy died. Like, he's like, he died. He was, he was my teacher. And he's like, his name was Mentor. And I was like, oh boy, is that a writer thing putting that in there? But But anyways, like, so you think like he's fumbling through this fight, and then he's gonna be like, got it. Like, this is how I'm gonna beat this guy. But like,
I think I'm only halfway on board with you. I disagree. I disagree at the front, saying I would have been very mad if they did that clean of a setup and knockdown.
That's true.
But,
okay,
excuse me, take that up. Yeah, I would have been mad if they did that clean of a setup and payoff, because it's too simple.
Fine.
But
I felt like something with it. Like,
I would agree that something should have been, and they're kind of like, they set that up, but they also like, you know, he hasn't ever taken a life and he's never seen action and all that. So there was a sort of a payoff because he killed his first man.
Yeah, but like it was.
But it was pretty weak.
Yeah, I just didn't like. There was no like, because usually with that kind of thing, like you're like, you get really like as a spectator, you are also triumphant with them, where they're like, yes, they did it.
Now,
and I didn't feel that in that.
I would say
it's like the smallest part of that movie. So
and I would say also,
like, it's so minuscule, so who gives a shit?
When they're showing Tom Holland fighting the guy upstairs, we felt that. Because, my God, I want to get back down to downstairs.
I know, you're like, stop screwing around up here. Good.
So, the whole bit of the third time that I cried was Matt Damon comes in and Penelope sets up this trial, which they did very well.
That was great.
With the bow, in that Matt Damon, or Odysseus, is the only person that can string this bow, and then he puts the axes up so there's a little hole, and he shoots through it, and that's Odysseus' thing. So she's like, anybody can do that, can be my husband. So Matt Damon,
because she knows no one can.
She knows nobody can but the man. So the man comes in.
It's literally like a Cinderella slipper.
It's absolutely a Cinderella slipper. And this is Ludwig, I can't think of his name, who does the score.
Yeah.
But it is building mightily. So Penelope's like...
Score's pretty good in this.
Penelope's like,
Their
fuck these guys.
Great.
Nobody in here can do it. And she's walking back up the stairs with her back to it. And so Matt Damon shows up dressed as a beggar.
Which she secretly knows it's him.
Maybe she knows.
She
knows that it's, but not really.
I think she kind of.
He strings the bow, and this pluck that he does for honor, that he plucks it, and it's in the same key that the score was building up to.
Yeah, the piano key goes ping.
And Penelope stops because she knows the man's shown up.
Yeah.
It does the slow turn, and it's so... Yeah. I'm welling up now. It's
the man
so
who's
good.
Been missing for 20 years.
20 years.
Her love of her life, who's been missing for 20 years, and you get that one note, and she stops in her
No
tracks.
movie's perfect, and the Odyssey very much is not, but...
It's great storytelling. It's really well done.
Damn, that's a good moment.
Scene, well done.
And everybody freaks out, and then he picks up some arrows, and they go... He's going to kill all of us.
It's literally, you're all in big trouble.
You're so fucked.
It's the Billy Madison moment of, you all are in big trouble.
Yeah.
But it's not dodgeballs, it's arrows.
Yeah.
And murderous weapons.
Salute to everyone.
And like in that whole scene, the fight's happening, Jason Bourne's kicking ass, and Batman's in the corner cowering, which was a little too far for me.
Too cowery.
Yeah, or one too many. Because, the guy's throwing things down, and he's like, the shields, the spears. And I'm like, okay, we get it. We get it. He's not...
you're noble-y and you don't actually do anything.
I mean, he's the villain. I mean, very much the villain.
Robert Pattinson's the big bad.
But, Jason Bourne... What was I saying?
Jason Bourne's and Batman's in the corner.
Yeah.
I'll continue while...
Let me think about it.
While camera 2 is thinking.
I'm going to go to Bars and Tone in here for a minute.
That I forgot, one of the more interesting things that they did with this story, that throughout history, the Trojan horse was always sort of taught as like, look how amazingly clever this army was in doing this task. And they also are all like, it's a bunch of guys that are sitting there like on a little bench, like they're in the subway waiting to get off over on...
because you always see like
34th
a
Street.
Far Side cartoon or whatever,
right.
and it's like this big wooden, like,
weird-looking
horse and on wheels that they kind of
I think you pointed out that the horse was made out of a boat, because that's the thing they had.
It looks very much like a boat, so the production design on that was
pretty
good.
And they're right at the surf where the boat would have been, so they make this thing.
And it wouldn't be on wheels, because how would they do that?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could make wheels, but it's on the beach, and, like, that's very indicative of that. Like, think about how the pyramids are built.
Absolutely.
Of course they're going to, like have 100 dudes.
And dragging him
Chucking
in
it.
like that, and there's guys all just larried up in there, like on top of each other, and poop and pee, and
'cause
just
he's
throwing
like-
up at each other, drowning.
The guy talking about it's pretty good. He's like, we were in there and a lot of pooping and
John
peeing.
Bergdahl. John Bergdahl's pretty good in that.
It's like a couple guys there's a couple dead guys in there. I'm like, you guys knew you were going to be in there for a couple days.
Days.
Bring a sandwich.
But and I almost find this, and I'd have to have my Latin people chime in with this, or Marino, was the Trojan horse, was Odysseus haunted by the efforts of that?
That's a great bit at
in
the end,
in the
too.
original thing, because that's kind of the turn that if he wasn't, that's almost like the turn on how they re-described Superman's parents from
Right.
Krypton. That it's like, we're going to take this and turn it on its head, and it actually does really interesting things to the character. That the Trojan horse was not a celebration of being clever, but it is almost a war crime.
Yeah.
Because,
Well,
and it
it's
is
a war,
certainly, it's
a
an
crime
affront
against
to the gods.
Yeah.
That,
And that's why he's punished throughout his journey.
that's why, they drag this thing into Troy, and they stick it up and kind of lean it against the temple of Athena, and then they jump out and commit, this mass murder of everyone in the city of Troy, and then Athena, played by Zendaya, haunts him the rest of the movie, and you don't know why,
Right.
until he kind of reveals it at the end. Like, this is all of my men. I have been gone for 20 years. All of this is because of the horrible thing that I did at Troy.
Right. Well, the story is about the trials of leadership and the consequences of your actions.
Yeah.
And they the scene I really loved in it is when he comes home and Penelope is like, who Penelope's character is. I mean, she's always been amazing.
Big Anne Hathaway fan.
And I like Anne Hathaway did an awesome job.
I'll watch her read the phone book.
But they bring him up as a beggar.
Yeah.
And he's on the other side of the screen. She's chatting with him, and he's like telling her about. He's like, "Oh, I saw him. He's describing the pendant that she gives him of Athena."
He was telling her that Odysseus was okay without revealing that he's Odysseus.
Because when he sees Agamemnon in Hades, he's like, "You can't just waltz in there and be like, I'm back," because you have no idea what's changed when you. He's like,
20
your
years.
wife could not be loyal to you because he was murdered
Your
by
son
his
could
wife.
hate you.
He's like, you need to go in tentatively. So that's why he's in there hiding.
Yeah.
Like, he's checking it out. But that scene is so good because she's like, I will have, like, one of the servants starts washing his feet.
Yeah.
And they set it up at the beginning is that he has this, like, he gets...
And it's an older servant.
...bit in the leg.
Yeah, that he has
it's
big
a hunting
scars, so
scar. And, like, it's a woman who knows that, and she pulls the thing off, and she, like, knocks the water over.
She's like, holy shit,
because she's
Odysseus
like, oh my god,
is
he's
back.
back. And he's like, don't.
He just gives her the
That
low...
moment, that woman, awesome. Like, every moment of it, I
vibrating.
was like...
The man's back.
And he's like, mm-mm. She's like, I'll go get more water then.
You might want to wait outside.
I'm gonna go tell everybody.
That was the best news ever.
Yeah, I mean, the Odyssey is a good story. So, like, of course it's all going to play very well on camera. They did it very well for engaging modern audiences without making it over the top, action-y. You know what I mean? Like, where it could very easily be like, let's modernize it in a way.
I think they modernized it, and I know there's some with classic education that are all like,
They left this out.
No, it was like they're bitching about like that they had American and modern cadences in their voice, and that they were using kind of modern dialect. And there's a certain point, in Star Wars, everybody can't be speaking Wookiee.
Right.
At some point, you have to make it relatable to the actual audience that you're serving.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what's important in the film.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, these are the themes, these are the characters, this is the story that we want to convey. You can't trip over yourself just counting stitches and patches.
Mm-hmm.
That you have to say, this is how I can make it relatable, instead of everybody doing like King Lear at the Globe.
Right, yeah, exactly. But it was kind of fun to see the siren scene.
Yeah.
And for those Clevelanders, or who have seen it, that our new women NBA team is the Cleveland Sirens. So I was like...
That was a little fun.
That's fine. I mean, it's kind of a fun coincidence that the Odyssey is coming out, and, like, they announced the team name. So
Very
you're
much.
like, Siren. I was like, they're out there to destroy the men that come through the waters.
Yeah, it's a badass name, but it slightly misses the mark of what. Okay,
What
okay.
are we saying? I mean,
Yeah,
it's cool.
can't call him the Cleveland Walleye.
No.
You can't be that.
I
Can't be that literal.
Hope they wouldn't. But anyways, it was a fun movie.
Yeah.
I enjoyed a lot of it.
Great to see it on a big screen.
It's got great themes that have been used a gazillion times. I mean, it's the Odyssey. Of course
It's the OG, one of the very
OG stories.
very small gathering of OG stories.
Yeah,
that
I
people
did
can
like in
pull
the
from.
credits at the very, very end, you just see like in small font, it's like "Thank you to the Greeks for your stories."
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, that's nice.
It
That's
also, as a unzipping your pantsing, there's a sentence that's like, "This film was shot entirely on film." Moving on.
They usually do that though.
When they do that,
Mm-hmm.
as the rest of you, different podcasts to talk about people being serious on set, shooting digital versus shooting film.
Right. Yeah, there was something else I wanted to talk about in that movie, and I don't remember. What else? I think we covered all the points. And then there was the scene where they burned all the dogs. That also was upsetting
Oh yeah,
to me. I
John
was like,
Leguizamo's hunting dogs.
can we stop, please?
Can we
I
stop
know
killing
it's-
animals?
I know it's in the original text, and I know we're making them villains. And not like you said, nothing makes a better villain than somebody who hurts a dog.
Somebody
I'm
hurts
like,
an animal, and
You hurt an animal, you are the worst human ever.
That is great storytelling shorthand.
Yeah, I know, but like it was like, okay, we get it. Like it's one of those like I feel like I go back to being a kid and I'm like, can you just cover my eyes and just tell me that didn't happen? Because now it's in my brain and I don't like it, even though it's not real. It's not a real story.
No. And John
It's all
Leguizamo, he works all the time. He needs to work more.
Yeah.
More people need to hire him because everything he touches is gold.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump ahead to one of the movies I watched without you
I bet.
because it ties in John Leguizamo.
Oh,
So you were working on a film this past week,
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't see you at all. This is why we didn't have a show last week, because Adam was busy making a movie. So he was very tired. There was no time to watch anything. So I went to our fellow movie club member friend's house.
Yes.
Drew and Kaya were having an evening. They were going to do an outdoor movie, but like it
An evening
rained.
of cinema.
So they did a fun bit where it's like they just put actors on a piece of paper, and then everyone had to vote on the actor, and then they had tied movies to that. So like it was a split between two actors, and they were like, well, if we had picked Dennis Hopper, it was gonna be Super
Waterworld?
Mario. But everybody was like Waterworld. Like, no, they picked Super Mario Brothers, the 1993 version.
Yeah.
And they brought it out because we were just talking about this. And I was like, never mind, forget my vote, we're watching that. Like I completely shanghaied the evening. Because the other option was Mystery Men. And not that I didn't want to watch Mystery Men, but I was like, I have not seen Super Mario Brothers, and I loved that movie as a kid. I know it's garbage.
How brilliant of a movie was it?
Oh, it's terrible. It's absolutely garbage. I still want to watch it. And John Leguizamo was in it. So, like, the second he showed up in the Odyssey, I was just like, oh, he's Luigi. That's Luigi.
That guy's been around for
And he's
like...
great as Luigi. Like, I don't know. I mean,
He was the bad guy in Darkman.
yeah. Oh, he's great in everything. But
Not Darkman, I'm sorry. Was it Darkman?
I don't remember. It's been forever since I've seen Darkman, so I don't remember.
I'm trying Spawn. That's
Oh,
who he's
okay.
he's the villain in.
And I haven't seen that one.
It feels like it misses the mark by like one tick.
Yeah. Have you seen the 90s? Yes, because I think I made you watch it.
No, you did not.
I did not. Have you not seen?
No,
Oh boy.
you and I have not watched that movie, and
We're gonna-
I've never seen that movie.
We're gonna have to watch it. You're gonna hate it.
Looking forward to that.
Here's my short review on this, and we discussed this at the screening, is that it's a Super Mario Brother movie, and they do such hard work to not have things that look like things that are from the video game. The only thing they
I
have
don't
in
know what
there
that is.
is like a very clear ba-bomb, and it's
Yeah.
like a little windy whine, and everybody freaks out because they're like, oh my god, it's a ba-bomb, and everybody runs away.
I can't get too persnickety about it because 1 year before that came out, I worked on Double Dragon.
I know, people love that. Oh, that came up at the. I was like, Adam worked on Double Dragon because that movie
They didn't
came up
have a
and they were
copy
like,
of that, did they?
it did not come up. They probably do.
Nobody should. I saw it in the theater, probably the one night that it was allowed in the theater. It's got like real people in it,
Yeah.
but it's not good.
I've never seen it.
You're all the better for it.
We could do a double feature.
One of my early jobs.
Double feature video game night of Double Dragon and Super Mario Brothers. I want Mario Brothers to be better. It's just like a perplexing thing where they're like,
why is this so bad? They suck.
They suck. It's like there's a paleontologist dig underneath the Brooklyn Bridge, which, all right, fine, whatever. Like, it's already
somebody hurt themselves making that
stupid,
connection.
but like, come on. Which leads to the other world. They have like a little veil to the other world. Yeah. There's a lot of scientifically wrong things in this movie.
In Mario Brothers? Yeah.
Get out. But anyways, so like they're like basically the other world. They've evolved from dinosaurs, and we have evolved from monkeys. So like that's the split. So anyways, they do all these things where they're like, this is Toad, and I'm like, why does Toad look like that? And then they put Mario and Luigi because they go to like a nightclub. So they put them in these very colorful jackets.
That aren't.
One is yellow and one is red. Luigi is in red. Mario is in yellow. And I'm like,
what are we doing?
why is Mario not in red?
It's branding,
and why is
people.
Luigi not in green or blue? And I was like, you very clearly put them in these vibrant outfits as a reference to something, but it's referencing nothing.
I feel the writer's room didn't have enough cocaine.
There's a lot. And then like the most everybody was like, they're like, there's fungus everywhere, because like the town's invaded by fungus, which are mushrooms in the game. And I was like,
Jesus.
no,
Jesus.
too far. And they have a Yoshi who looks like a little T-Rex, where I'm like, doesn't quite look like. I mean, Yoshi is like a little dinosaur, but like, I don't know. And I'm like, are you trying to make it edgier for grown-ups? I don't know.
Yeah, that's it. Somebody is pleased, which the one they did on Saturday Night Live blows the doors
Oh,
off
I would
it.
watch that in a heartbeat. The Mario Kart one they put together. Which I'm sure you all know, because it was a giant. It went around when it came out. Yeah, I'd watch that with what's his name, Pedro Pascal. But I watch him in anything, cause it's Pedro Pascal. And he was in it. Like when he shows up in that episode of Buffy, you're like,
yeah. Oh yeah, he's a little baby in that.
oh boy, is he baby. I think it might have been his first thing he ever did.
Maybe.
Anyways, so I watched that without you.
Yes.
And then it was a week of me watching things on the couch waiting for you to come home because you were working late, and I was like, I'll just throw a movie in. So I booped through Ready or Not and Ready or Not 2 again.
I was part of that. Did you watch it a third time? I came in for one of your
You
reviews.
came in halfway through
Ready or Not 2.
Yeah, there was a point, because I was
just rolled into
watching
the
it
next
on the
one.
streaming platform, so like, I saw Ready or Not when it came out, and I hadn't seen it since, so I kind of I rewatched Ready or Not 2 before that, because I like it. I enjoy it highly. It makes me laugh. Good blood gags. I've probably said this before, are awesome, and a good blood blast on someone's face. Hilarious.
As you may have seen in our Ghost Toilet concept trailer, there's plenty of
there will be a lot.
There's a
in
good
the
solid
movie.
blood cannon that we shoot somebody, and
There's gonna be a lot of blood gags.
Ready
in
or
Ghost
Not
Toilet.
2. Did they set a record?
Yeah, for the amount of blood, and you're
amount
like
of fake
the
blood?
whole movie. And we talked about this. The whole movie, you're like, no way they went through that many gallons of blood. There's like, I mean, they're using a lot, but it's not.
And then it
overly-
just feels like somebody had the plunger of dynamite went. Zzz.
Oh, the ending is epic with when the pit just explodes with a geyser of it, and you're like,
The blood cannon.
you're like, that was pretty good.
Slow clap.
Yeah, you're like, that was great. Because they managed to make it through the whole thing without blood on him. And then that guy runs up at the end and he explodes on him. And they're like,
damn it. That set was built over a drain.
that had a big engineered drain.
Had to
there.
be.
It had to. Where would it go? It's like a SeaWorld level of splash zone.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like Shamu smashed into it.
It was like Jog Lake when they'd have the wave pool come at you.
Yeah. It's good. If you haven't watched it,
Ready or Not 2 is pretty great.
It's pretty great. So I was like, well, I'm going to go back to 1 because I only saw it once. And I remember watching it and being like, it's fine.
Until like the last 4 minutes.
Yeah, when they all start exploding. Because the whole bit, you're like, are these people like just assholes and they believe in something that's not real? And then you're like, oh, no, it's real.
Yeah.
Best part of the whole movie. And her dress is great. Like, her interesting, I mean, come on. This movie is like made for me.
And there's a larger conversation of the separation of artist and art, but I heard Samara Weaving is quite wonderful to work with. So that always makes me a champion of somebody's work.
It makes it more fun.
They're not a complete piece of shit.
Yeah, just be cool, everybody. The answer is be cool.
Be cool. Method isn't real.
Listen to George Clooney in Dusk Till Dawn. Everyone, be cool.
Be cool.
But yeah, and I think I liked Ready or Not much more the second watching, and I don't know if it's because I had
You know where you're
the
going.
sequel and like coming back to it, but you came home at the end of it, and then because it's on streaming and we were chatting, it rolled into the beginning of Ready or Not 2 again.
Yeah.
So I think that's anyways. I like that movie. I enjoyed it, so I watched them again. And then the other one I was watching this week, which you caught most of, I hadn't seen before, and you hadn't seen before, was Late Night with the Devil.
Yeah.
And that's been on my list to watch for a while because I thought it was a really interesting concept.
I was watching it with different eyes because we had, which should come out here in about a week or so, was Buddy.
Oh, right.
Had a lot of similar, like, we're going to shoot this to make to give it a vintage look. We're going to shoot this with particular lenses. I think the movie you're talking about didn't do that, and that might have been it seemed like that was an effect after the fact.
Maybe.
And it was it felt a little heavy-handed, but not to a distracting point.
No, the graphics were great. I love because the bit is that so for those who don't know about this movie, it is the whole movie they lead they have a 10-minute opener to do a setup, but it's all done like it's a news package of like talking about this late night TV host in the 70s.
Yeah, about 79 or so.
Yeah, and so like his bit is like he's battling Carson, so he wants to be as big as Carson. And so they have this 10-minute package, and then it goes right into just the show, and it's the whole program of the late night show, and then they do it's all the show, and then they'll go to commercial, and then it becomes like a movie where you're like they're running around.
Then it's like a BTS 16 millimeter
running around
black and white
doing stuff,
commercial or documentary.
And they have but like because they would go to the broadcast commercials, and it's their Halloween episode, so like all the graphics are like these vintage 70s. It
was great, yeah.
I was like, the graphics were great. That was my favorite part of the
production
movie.
design.
I was like, those are cool.
It is a movie that takes place entirely on one soundstage. You never leave the set while they're shooting this show. And the bit is that it's a Halloween episode, and they keep inviting like progressively sort of more intense people who are involved in the occult until
because they're trying to get. Right, it's like a ratings play because this guy's trying to beat Carson, so now they're doing gimmicks.
But the bit is they go too far, and they legitimately start releasing demons.
A demon because they do like an on-air exorcism, and then
she floats in the chair and all that, and
it gets nuts. And
I felt 2/3 of the movie was fairly effective.
Yes. I think they did a good job. Like we've had the same conversation, and I'll let you pick up, but like they did a good job getting you into this environment.
It was good setup.
And like the production and their choices were good until there
was a whole bunch of digital work that suddenly crept in, and
the very end was
it felt like the ending of the first Ghostbusters, which works for Ghostbusters, not this. This
it got really
like this. All this seems fine. You should have handed this to Mike Flanagan, and had it be more of that, of being fucked up, but have a subtle hand, not like somebody splitting in half and lightning shooting out of them and all that.
Yeah, I mean, that was the overtop part where it's like, it's very much a digital, like she's lit, like it's a little girl who's possessed by the devil and it unleashes. But now her head's like split in two and there's light and lightning coming out and it's very CG.
Yeah,
so,
it shouldn't, like, it should have had a much more, because, I mean, even though it's supposed to be a broadcast television show, this kind of falls into the realm of found footage.
Yeah. Because you said it should be more like a Blair Witch ending where you're like, wait, what just happened?
Whoa.
Like,
I think that, like, you watch that and go...
You see the camera cut and, like,
I'm not sure, but
what happened.
I think the devil took over Earth.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a way better ending. It's just to have them cut to, like, go to bars and tone.
Yeah. And it did not have that. I think
it was a solid idea.
It was a solid 2/3 of an idea, and then the last part. And the idea isn't actually a blame; it's sort of the execution. It's like, oh, we got some money, and we're going to do some digital. It's like, just because you could, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe
doesn't mean you should.
You should.
To quote another movie, like you were saying, like that, it's like. The whole thing is like very trying to be the 70s, and then you get to the ending and it's just like chaos and like super modern, and you're like, what? No, like just stick with the practical.
Having a super digital modern effect doesn't work just because you put grain over it.
Right, and you can do a similar, like it can have a similar ending where everybody gets it, but like.
Yeah,
the style was wrong. Like really, it was like it shifted into a different movie.
It really stumbled on the finish line.
What just happened?
3/4 of this movie, pretty good.
Pretty good, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun. I'm enjoying the picks I've been stumbling on.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, oh, let's watch that. Some of them are stumbles, some of them are not. But that was kind of it for the week.
Yeah.
Like it was a.
I mean, the Odyssey is a big movie, so that was a big discussion.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, that's true, and I mean, I don't want to talk about the devil, whatever it was, Late Night with the Devil anymore, but there was other.
There's not much. There's not much else to it. The lead was like a rando. I can't remember his name, which I really should, but like the most that you've ever seen of him is in The Dark Knight as like a rando.
Oh, really?
He's one of the Joker's henchmen.
Oh, okay. He did a fine job at it.
He was pretty great.
He's got a good 70s look, though. Like a good, Like he fits that look pretty good.
70s handsome.
70s late night TV host.
Yeah. Well, and I only said that because they kind of make a point of that he's supposed to, like, ladies keep saying he's handsome. I was like, really?
It's the 70s, man.
Yeah, show me the other 70s, man.
You've seen the actors from that time period.
Hey, there are some Redfords walking around.
Yeah, but I don't have an attraction.
Some Paul Newmans.
Paul Newman's. Well, yeah, that's Paul Newman. I don't understand the Robert Redford attraction. I don't think he's ugly. I just don't.
There's some Harrison Fords running around.
Well, yeah, but not super 70s. I mean, later 70s.
I mean, sort of later 70s.
When was American Graffiti was his first one? That was 75.
Was that his first one, or did he do Apocalypse Now before that?
I swear American Graffiti is his
maybe.
First. But internet, correct us if we're wrong, and we'll Google it.
And we'll go, I don't care.
Thank you. No, I do care. I don't know right now. I need a producer. Again, the IFB in my ear going. The podcast I listen to with Alan Tudyk and Nathan Fillion, they have a bit where they'll just go computer, and the computer comes in with a computer voice and corrects them, which you can very clearly tell in the early episodes that it's a post thing, but now there's somebody so that he fights with the computer. And he's like, and Nathan Fillion's like, easy, you guys.
That's pretty good.
Because she's always correcting him.
Actually.
I made a quick little note here because you had made a comment about the films being inspiring. And before the Odyssey, good Lord, the amount of previews and commercials before it started. Like, he got up, he's like, I'm going to go to the bathroom before the movie. And I'm like, no, we went through previews. We clicked into a commercial about phones with Spider-Man. I'm like, it's coming up next. That's the pattern.
I left. I didn't hurry.
And you left. I was like, you're going to miss.
I did things. I came back.
There were several more, and because I had to go to the bathroom, I was like, I should have went, but I was nervous.
Because 3-hour movie.
Good Lord, there was a lot of them. Anyways, one of them was, which I've watched before online, is there's a movie coming out called I Play Rocky, which is about the making of Rocky, which I've seen Rocky. It's a fine film. I know Mike Wendt is going to get angry because he loves it, and my apologies right now. And I know you got mad at me about E.T., but I made it up to you. I said it was fine. I like E.T.
Well, I think, and
I like Rocky.
I
I'm
think
just
things
saying
like Rocky, it's like that. It feels like it's old hat. It's like it was the hat back then.
Yeah.
It's old hat now because Rocky had to come into existence, and then when you learn how this nothing actor brought this to life,
forced it into like that he was going to play Rocky. The trailer is great, so I'm going to assume the movie's great. And we were chatting with somebody we know who works in camera and also is a Steadicam operator like you, that his friend who's a Steadicam operator plays Garrett Brown in the movie doing the Steadicam shot. And what did you guys both say?
I don't know how you do that.
Like, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Garrett's the man. He got an Academy Award. He got an Academy Award for being clever.
And side note, taught him how to do Steadicam.
That is true, and he's kind of a lovely human. But to be assigned as a Steadicam operator to
portray him, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and I believe Garrett would agree. The Steadicam running up the steps in Rocky, maybe not the best Steadicam that you've ever seen in your life, but it's also like it's an origin story. You are watching that and The Shining at the same time. Show you Steadicam, the future.
Yeah.
And now, all y'all have no idea how much Steadicam is in every production. It's
used a lot. It's sometimes overused.
Yeah, some people get excited when
just
they
like
get on set.
A oneer, where you're like, a oneer's supposed to be doing something.
It's supposed to always service the story.
It's serving the story. You're not just going, let's do it.
Not serving the shot. But
is it telling the story? Then it's not in the movie.
But anyway, the Rocky movie, everybody's like, oh, Good Will Hunting. It's such a, it's a heartwarming story of how Ben and Matt wrote a script so they can actually invent a career. That's never been done before. It's absolutely been done before.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone before, which I didn't realize. Like
that guy was living in a car.
And they were like, I'll give you $10 million. And he's like,
he turned that shit down.
Because he wanted to play Rocky. And like, there's a moment in that trailer that makes me tear up every time. And I get super inspired where you're like, let's go make a movie. Like, I was like, we can make a movie. I don't know. I'm excited for that one. So I'm hoping it's still good. Or it's good when it comes out because I'll go see it. But it's got a very Paramount's The Offering, the Godfather series.
Oh, yeah.
The series about making The Godfather, which if you haven't watched it,
see that.
Highly recommend. It's very well done. And especially, hello, movie nerds.
See The Offering.
You have to watch it. It's all about the making of what the producers had to go through to get The Godfather made, and it is off the wall. Where you're like, I cannot believe you guys went through this.
It feels like a crazy moment in history that doesn't exist anymore.
Well, right. I don't think yeah, probably not.
And they actually portray that like Golf and Western has bought Paramount, so it's now you're answering the boards instead of cocaine-fueled producers. While they're cocaine-fueled, they're still storytellers, and boardrooms are not.
Right. Oh gosh, this is why there's going to be a resurgence of independent films, which we're seeing happen right now because of that bullshit that the studios are going through.
Yeah, because in spite of A24 and others making deals with AI companies, because they throw their hands up in the air and go, "It's coming."
No, you do not have to do that.
The bad is coming. Do you want a seat at the table or not? It's like, I want you to think about that and explain to me how that statement is not like the Nazis.
Same brain. I was going to say the same thing. Students of history, like, that's what you're saying. It's like, well...
Don't make a deal with the devil.
Everyone else is making a deal with the devil, so we got to do it too. And I was like, no, you don't. Because you know what you can do? Fight back against it because it's more punk rock and your fans will like it more. Like, you had... That was a bad move on their company part. Like, yikes, that's a bad look.
You think we wouldn't know?
Yeah. Like, your fans are not pleased. And then they're like, whoa, wait, it's just for, like, like, paperwork and stuff.
Stop.
And I'm like, well, now you're talking about taking people's jobs because people put that shit together. And
because
also,
AI fires people.
Also, it sucks. Like, because I've been using programs that utilize that, like, so, like, with Ghost Toilet, you can just put your script into, like, I think one's called Think Crew, and it'll be like, oh, I'll just run it through the AI, and then it's going to break it all down for you so you don't have to go through that whole process, which, yeah, okay, that's fine, because it is a time saver, but it's wrong. Like, you look at it, and you're like, this is wrong, I still have to go through and correct it.
Now you got to fix it all.
So, like it does save a little bit of time, but everybody's saying, like, it's this great thing. It's like, it's not, it's always wrong.
People go like, oh, you can just take your footage and throw it through Premiere and it'll transcribe everything for you. It's like, 65% accurately. So now you got to go through every frickin' word and do it yourself. So,
like, why don't you just do it yourself?
Write it, you lazy ass.
And also, we had this conversation yesterday. It's like, AI or robots are supposed to exist to take out our trash and clean the house, not do our creative work. Like, the whole point is it's to free us up so we don't have to do that.
So we can create. So
humans can be creative, because that's the only way you get a human story is from a human. Anyways, we're going to go get away from that. The other inspiring moment I had this week for filmmaking, besides seeing that moment in the Rocky trailer where I was like,
yes,
we're gonna make the movie, is at the end credits of the Odyssey was just going by. Oh, quick note on the Odyssey: the last scene right before the title comes up, the last line is that's gonna be part of cinema history. I'm calling it. This is gonna be the line that's gonna be the bit that's gonna get used, is when they're talking about, like, oh, like, there's going to be songs and stories written about this, and then people are going to do it again because nobody learns a lesson.
People will do
like,
it
we can tell everybody the errors and the mistakes I made.
Here's the error of the Greeks. Got it. And we'll do it all again in Rome.
I'm going to do that. So, like, that was, and then it's just like the Odyssey real big, and I was like, that was fucking awesome. Like, I started laughing.
All of you suck.
It was
all of you suck.
That was a great moment. But as we're watching the credits go by, I was like, oh boy, A, do I want to make a movie? B, what it would be like to have a giant budget and to be able, because we talked about this too, because of the 70 millimeter, you only get how many minutes per mag?
I can't remember. I think it's like 3 minutes maybe.
So, like, you are now, which I love, is that you are hemmed in as a filmmaker, that you are like, I can't make a shot longer than 3 minutes. So, like, how am I telling the story? But it's dumb expensive because it's 70 millimeter film. So now you're like, okay, I get to dive in as a director with my actors and rehearse it and work it through, and then you get on the set and
have
then
your
you're
shit
just like,
together.
You don't get one, but it's pretty close. Where you're like, we're not doing a bunch of these, so let's everybody be on their game, and we're being very serious.
Yeah, you don't get to be the digital Renaissance directors where roll sound. We slate it.
Find it and let it.
Camera's rolling. The camera operators go speed, and the director goes. So in this scene, and starts having a 4-minute conversation with the actors while
this is when you say action and you go.
You just go. People, and this has been talked about at length with many generations, but everyone doesn't have the discipline on digital that they would on film.
I know, and I mean, whatever, that's fine. Like, I'm not arguing that you can't do digital. I'm saying you should have your shit together.
That's an after effect of shooting on film.
The fun part of being a director is that you're working this through your head the whole time. So by the time you're on set, you're like, I know what this is. Like,
the putting it to film should be.
And you get to work the craft. Like,
putting it to film should be sacred. Like, we are now.
And now it
rolling the film. So now we are done fooling around. We are going to really do the best work possible because it's precious.
Yeah.
And that doesn't exist on digital.
Yeah, I mean, it should. It could. But...
It could. Digital opens up other technical possibilities that didn't exist with film. But I think a lot of the discipline may have left.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like part of it, is that I was like, I'm in love with the craft of figuring out the story and the imagery and the meaning behind it. And then if you're just like, I don't know, here's a scene where like that guy's there, this guy, and like, let's just go. Let's just roll on it. Let's see find how that happens. I'm like, why are you making again, it's the AI argument. Why are you making a movie? Like, why are you doing this? Like, if you have no passion behind figuring it out on your own.
Same reason people call it not shoots, but captures now. And if
that confused me for a while when people were like, we're going to do a capture. And I'm like, what is that? Like, I literally was like, I don't know what phone call I just had, but I don't know what a capture is.
When they explained it, I think I wanted to get in the car and go drive to somebody and kill them with my bare hands.
I haven't heard that in a while. That was like around 2020 where that became a thing.
It's a capture. Shut up. It is not called a capture.
Well,
it's like something, like you're recording a Zoom.
Well, I was having a conversation with the client on the phone and called me, and I didn't know, I mean, it was a company from New York, and they're like, we're going to do a capture in Youngstown, and I'm like, trying to be professional, I'm like, okay.
Like we're trapping beavers?
And then I'm like, just sitting there the whole time, like, half listening, going like, I should Google, what's a cap? Like, I'm like, we're talking, because like, as she's talking, I'm like, it's very much a shoot, but I was like,
do I not understand what she's talking about?
And new that
yes,
came out that
I don't understand what you're talking about.
I'm like, no, it's the same thing. We're just calling it something different
for
some reason.
You have a word that's stupid. Okay.
Like, what? Yikes. Okay. Tell us how you really feel.
Do not hold back.
I have a lot of feelings too.
Yes.
All right. Well, I think we've...
okay.
Again, I always, need a producer for the show because I don't know when we started, but I think we've been going for a while, so we should...
Trivia time.
Somebody's back there going, come on. Our stage manager's behind the thing going, wrap it up.
So,
movie trivia.
We do not have sandals and sand as a genre.
Category.
But what I'll do is adventure.
Okay. Sandals and sand. Yeah, okay.
Sandals and sand. And pretty gay.
Wait. Oh, well, all of ancient Greece and Rome were gay.
True. Look it up.
Lots of orgies.
Yeah. Lots of orgies without any boundaries.
That was okay. Oh, yeah. Just real quick note. The scene in Not Ben-Hur with Tony Randall in... What's the Roman epic we watched?
It's not Tony Randall, but I'd watch the shit out of that. It's Tony Curtis.
My old lady brain can't. We did this the other week where you're like, that's the wrong guy.
Tony Curtis and Tony Randall are very different humans. I think
why
everybody would agree.
I was like, why is he not getting what I'm talking about?
Like, Tony Randall?
Who? What? What movie are we talking about? Tony Curtis.
Tony Curtis. And
Spartacus.
And Rex Harrison.
That scene of them in the bath, and
super
which
gay.
They very clearly cut the scene of Tony Curtis trying to escape.
Well, yeah.
No, wait. Is it Tony Curtis who's?
Yeah, Tony Curtis is escaping because he's all like the beautiful, dark-haired young.
And the other guy's trying to.
Right, he's trying to seduce him, like,
in the tub.
And when they made that in the 60s, like, they absolutely cut it. It's like, no, we can never do this. And then they put it back, but they couldn't find the audio.
Oh, right.
And they had Tony Curtis's son do Tony Curtis to loop it for it, which is...
Scene's amazing of him being like, I gotta go.
Yeah, it's a great scene. Like,
I think I'm getting what he's hinting at, and I'm leaving.
Nope. So... Anyway,
Jane just runs away.
In the Sandals and Sand genre.
They are very different movies, though.
Adventure. Which actor produced and starred in the movie League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
Who produced
and starred?
Well, Sean Connery starred in it. Did he produce it?
I'm going to guess they threw him a producer credit just to get him to do it.
Because if it is him, we have another story.
It is Connery.
Yeah. Because he only took that movie because he turned The Matrix down. Because he thought The Matrix was stupid and he didn't get it. And then he realized what a big mistake he made. And then when that movie offered it, he's like, I don't get this one either, but I'm going to take it because... And then it was,
I passed up on a ton of money. Oh, this is crap. Gotcha.
And then, talk about a backfire.
In Hook... Bangarang.
That's for Jimmy. He He doesn't watch our
He
show.
No, he does not. What job does workaholic dad Peter Branning have? Robin Williams' character, Peter.
Is he a lawyer?
I feel... Yes. Yes.
That
He
sounds...
is.
I've seen that.
Because he said it on the ship to Captain Hook's crew. Or,
Right.
or to the Lost Boys or something. Because they're chasing him. He's like, stop, I'm not who you think I am. I'm a lawyer. And they chase him even harder.
I don't remember that at all, but okay.
I don't have to look it up. I know he's a lawyer.
All right, yeah.
In which movie did Jason Clarke play the role of a climbing expedition leader?
Who's Jason Clarke? Oh, no.
You've seen him in a gajillion things.
Who's
Zero Dark
Jason?
30 and all kinds of...
I don't know who that
Planet of the Apes. Yeah, he's in every one of those sort of...
is. He in The Green Mile? No, that's a different Clarke.
No, that's a different Jason. Jason Clarke, white guy.
I don't know who I know.
But
Wait, what was the question?
The question was,
plays a
in
cliffhanger-
which movie did Jason Clarke play the role of a climbing expedition leader?
Is it Cliffhanger? No, that's the only thing I can think
Maybe,
of.
but that seems like it was a long
What's
time
a
ago.
climbing movie?
Everest.
Oh.
I have no knowledge of this movie.
Have I seen that?
I don't know if that's, and I don't know if it's about the Krakauer novel where the 96 expedition
Have I seen that movie?
ate it.
I can't remember.
In which U.S. city is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them set?
London?
I thought it was New York.
Fantastic Beasts?
Yeah, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
It's British.
Is it?
Yeah, so
Well,
it
he's
would be
British.
London.
New York.
Really? Really?
Yeah,
I've seen it once.
I swear I remember that.
I just
I
assumed
only saw
because
once.
it was a Harry Potter or Harry Potter franchise thing that it was a British town. No.
Who plays the role of the evil queen Ravenna? Sorry, that's how our GPS says.
It says
the word
Ravenna. Ravenna.
Who
Like
plays?
she's having a stroke.
Yeah, are you okay? Thank
GPS
you
is
for
not well.
asking. Who plays the role of the evil queen Ravenna in Snow White and the Huntsman?
Oh, Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
Because I remember her and everything. You talk about sexual awakenings. I'm always like,
Every
hello.
frame.
She's in the Odyssey. And
She's
she
in the
showed up
Odyssey.
and I was like,
Okay.
and it's at that point in the story, in the Odyssey, it is now just Odysseus and Adam and I are making a joke. Like, the rest of the crew are like, are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
we had to go through everything else and you get Calliope on a beach and it's her?
You get
You have a
Charlize Theron.
7 years of
Charlize
bliss?
Theron wanting you and feeding you drugs for 7 years.
What the hell, man?
Like, damn.
We got eaten by Cyclops and killed by the sea, turned into pigs, and you get this?
You get her.
Okay.
Cool. That's fair. That's some above the line shit right there. Anyway. That was trivia.
Are you kidding me? And that's our show. Thanks again for tuning in. It was fun. And then next week, Lord knows what will happen.
It might be a week off and we just reset for season
We might have
3. We'll see.
We have a busy week. It might be a week off.
Lots of busy. So
I don't know how we're going to squeeze it in next
we'll
week.
see you next time.
We'll see you sometime. That's our new tag. We'll see you sometime.
Finger guns.
No finger guns.
Okay.